we're gonna keep it hot with our next guest.
Hello On2 is 6 years old, so change is inevitable.
Yes.
And of course, speaking of change, here with us, we're talking to our speaker, motivator and trainer, Murshidah. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
And we hope you have a good weekend.
Yes, I had a great weekend. Good morning to both of you and happy anniversary, happy birthday to Hello On2. It's been a great time every time I come here.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about keeping it hot.
Yes.
And of course, keeping it hot meaning, maintaining what is good with us and probably just discard the bad things, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Right. One thing great about Hello On2, and it's pretty much different from other shows, the English-speaking breakfast shows, in that we have a lot of interaction with the viewers, and that is fantastic. And it's not only on television where we get viewers to call in, but we also have a Facebook where there's a lot of interaction, and I love to visit the Facebook page and just read all the little comments and features that the viewers actually like to project, to the world. And it's not just when we're on social media, it's not just to Malaysians, but to the world. And I think this is a great platform for us to keep on going and keep it hot, because that's when people start to know more about us. People all over the world are really getting to know more about our culture and about how our mindset really is, rather than how other people tell us, what Malaysia is all about. It is Malaysians showcasing what Malaysia is all about, right? And to keep it hot, and one of the things that we like to talk about is, I'd like to talk about today is that how do you actually continue to give this great impression to others, right?
Yep.
And impressions are about, and it's something I always share, impressions are never about me that I want to showcase to other people, right? It is part of it, but the more impression is how other people feel about you. When other people think about Hello On2, how do they feel? This is the kind of impression that we want to project, and we keep on the interaction going. We make it more, we make it real, because it is not about, this is something that we just want to showcase, but it is a lot of interaction, and I think that will keep things a lot hotter.
Exactly. And today is actually our 6th anniversary, so it's our birthday, and as we usually do at the beginning of the year, we make resolutions, and whether we keep it or not is just time will tell. So how do you propose we keep up with those resolutions and keep the hotness going throughout the year? Okay,
when it comes to resolutions and making goals, a lot, I would say 90% of people start with goal setting, and then they forget about that, and then they say, their goals were unrealistic. Now, unrealistic goals are never really unrealistic, because if you look at really successful people, they set really goals that people thought would never be achieved, but because they kept doing and keep focusing on that and taking action, it becomes real. Unrealistic goals are something where people start to set goals, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, but they never end up taking action. So that is why it becomes unrealistic. After that, nothing happened, and then you start blaming.
They may do it for the first couple of weeks after celebrating the new year or something like that, but after that it just dies off, right?
Yes, that's right, because you do not keep on taking action and focusing on your intention in the first place, right? So that's why it becomes realistic, and people start to blame and all that. So in order to keep on to our resolutions and keep on goal setting, we have to always keep on looking at our plan and say, look, we have done this is something that worked, let's keep on doing this, how can we improve? And this is another thing I'd also like to share, because Hello On2, we talk about real situations as well, and we get feedback from the public about about certain things that are concerned to our community. So keep that going, and I think that's a very good segment, and we must also focus on what are we going to do about it, because no point complaining about it and getting people all scared or feared, and having a negative state of mind. We also would like to have it some kind of inspiration and solutions that we can do about it, and not only expect one person or one group of people, hey, it's their responsibility to do something, but we as a whole, we take responsibility. Even small things come together and we make significant changes. And I tell you, I'm so excited, today, especially because it's Hello On2's anniversary and birthday, but it's also because the world is changing. We're all getting more global. We're all getting more informed, we're getting more educated, and when we all come together and we can do, we come together and positively work together to make significant changes in the world, you know, things are going to be amazing. But we got to start to work positively towards a common purpose.
Yes, exactly. But how do you think we should keep it hot? Not just here, but in everyday life.
On a personal level.
Yeah, in everything that we do. How do we keep the level going? How do we keep it going?
Keep it at a positive peak performance state of mind, you mean?
Yep.
Okay, in how I work with people, we do have our gratitude journal that I always advocate. Always on a daily basis, you know, write all the things that you are grateful for, and look at the past as well for yourself, that things that you were grateful for. You know, if you say, you know, you're at a certain age, you divide your life in 3 parts, right? And each part you write down all the things that you were grateful for, that you have achieved. And when you look back, look, I have done this and this and this. So that keeps you on a level of gratitude. And just this morning while I was driving here, I was in a state of gratitude. The roads were so empty, and I got here in like what 15-20 minutes from Ampang, and you know, I was in a state of gratitude, and I was also in a state of gratitude that I'm here to share this day with everyone, and you know, for how my life has transformed. So if we can always start the day with gratitude, right, you get on a peak performance, and at the same time you look into the future. What are the goals that you want to achieve? What are the changes that you want to achieve today that will have an impact tomorrow and the day after, the next week, the next month, you know, and the next year? So that keeps you going. And also have a group of positive friends like this, right, to encourage you and you know, focus on your goals. You don't want people, you know, you set a goal for yourself, and then you have people trying to tear down your dreams and goals and all that, right? So you want to have people who say, okay, we understand your goals, this is not working at this state, let us work towards something, you know, instead of blaming or complaining about certain things that doesn't happen, you focus on things that you want to achieve. Yeah.
Actually, I do that. I have like a little list that is sort of like a to-do list, but actually it's just to check on whether I've achieved some of the things that I want to achieve thus far.
To keep yourself hot.
Yes, to keep myself hot.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What about in terms of well, maintaining yourself being hot as you can, as well as keeping up that sort of positive vibe between you and your friends?
Yes, and speaking of vibes, it's also on like a deeper level, not just on the outside.
Yes, exactly. And a lot of us are not aware that everything is energy. Everything comes from a deeper level, and that level is your energy. It comes from your soul. It comes from your spirit. So if you're on a state of non-gratitude, you're always complaining about little things, that is when you start to block that good vibe from coming out. You know, we were all born with good vibes. We as children, you feel a baby, you can feel the love. Those are really good vibes, right? So what we want to do is we want to maintain the love within us. We start with gratitude and forgiveness. We end with forgiveness, you know, every day. You just forgive whatever, you know, other people who have thrown negative issues on you. You do not accept that negative vibe back, because you don't want to take his, you know, sad stories into your life. You release and you forgive, and we keep it on a daily basis, and that keeps you on a peak performance.
So basically, if you feel hot, you can transform that hotness to other things as well.
Yeah, you transform into something more positive.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Murshidah. Always a pleasure.
Yes,
we hope you have a good holiday.
You too.
You're always uplifting, Cik Murshidah Said. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.